Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kelli Ferrell is in some legal trouble because it looks like her neighbor has gained a restraining order against her. Not only that, Real Housewives of Potomac is right around the corner, and it looks like Ashley Darby is going head to head with Stacey Rush. And I think Stacey won. And we also have to talk about K. Michelle responding to Giselle Bryant and regular Robyn Dixon, and what they had to say about what's going on in Atlanta and them recycling reality TV stars.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Don't forget, the Kempire After Dark live experience final show is happening in New York City this Friday at the Green Room 42. If you have ringside and premier seating, your meet and greet is already included. So the meet and greet will happen after the show. However, if you do not have a premium or ringside ticket, you can purchase the meet and greet as an add-on. You can purchase it right now. I'll post the link in the description of this video, or you can purchase it at the door. This is our last live show featuring our friend, the Brooke Ashley, will be in the house to drop some tea. You'll be dropping some tea. I'll be dropping some tea. This is my last show of 2025, the last show of the summer tour. So we're going to go out with a bang. Reminder, no matter where you are in the world, you can also be a part of this show Friday. Ticket information for the live stream is also available in the description. That is a separate link. Get your live stream ticket today. I'll be talking about hot topics like this one. Kelli Ferrell is in the news. You know, we were just talking about Kelli last week, and her husband, her ex-husband, not threatening, I think he's moving forward with a lawsuit against the local court there in Atlanta, but also he's suing Bravo. And he has a lot of things to say about Kelli and the alleged misinformation that she's been spreading about him on Real Housewives of Atlanta. As you know, season 17 is underway, and there are a lot of opinions. There are a lot of opinions with the casting choices for next season. But let's get into Kelli Ferrell's possible storyline. More than likely, this will be her storyline because this is all playing out during filming. So this is Us Weekly's exclusive. They said Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kelli Ferrell was ordered to stay 30 yards from a neighbor who claimed that she entered her home without permission. Excuse me? Kelli denied the claims. On September 2nd, Monolda Cash filed a petition for a temporary protective order against Ferrell, who's 40 years old, owns a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,784 square foot home in Atlanta, Georgia. Cash is an HOA board member. Cash claimed on August 9th, Kelli Potter Ferrell aggressively entered my private patio through my private gate in a violent manner. Cash said that Ferrell was, quote, accompanied by others. She came with a gang? She added, this incident occurred after her vehicle was booted for violating guidelines by parking in a narrow driveway, which is also a designated fire lane. The petition alleged that Ferrell had to be physically restrained and removed, during which time she engaged in bizarre behavior while making a series of erratic verbal threats, some of which were clear and others that were unintelligible. She claimed that there was video footage of the incident. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets leaked to the media. Cash asked the court to order Ferrell to stop harassing and intimidating her, for her to stay away from her and her family, and for her to receive appropriate psychiatric and psychological services. The judge granted a temporary protective order, but only ordered Ferrell to stay 30 yards away, most likely since the two are neighbors. A hearing has been set for September 22nd on whether the order will become permanent. A rep for Ferrell tells us, since the announcement of Kelli's involvement with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Mrs. Cash has engaged in a concerning pattern of behavior directed at Kelli and her family. Out of respect for all parties, we will not be commenting further at this time. We strongly urge that Kelli's privacy and that of her family be respected, and we caution again the spread of misinformation. All right. I guess we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. I wouldn't be surprised if she's asked about this during the season or if this plays out during the reunion. Look, if you've ever had issues with a neighbor before, then you just never know. I'm going to give grace here because you just never know. This is one lady's side of the situation. However, when she said that Kelli came in screaming, we've heard Kelli scream on the show, so I only can imagine what that sounded like. But speaking of season 17, as you know, rumors have been swirling that K. Michelle has joined the cast. Since then, we've seen pictures and footage of K. Michelle and Pinky Cole, you know, the owner of Slutty Vegan, filming for the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. They were just in Dallas filming their first cast trip, so that would be interesting. Yesterday, we did a video talking about Portia and Simon and what's going on in their divorce. The appeal that Simon went for was denied. If you missed it, be sure to check out that video. I also talk about Dr. Heavenly and her son's legal trouble. But let's get into what the ladies from the Reasonable Shady podcast, that's Real Housewives of Potomac stars Giselle Bryant and Robyn Dixon, regular Robyn, had to say about what's happening in Atlanta. Take a listen.
From Love and Hip Hop on their show.
Okay, you had to clarify that though. Okay.
Real Housewives of Atlanta has K. Michelle from Love and Hip Hop on their show.
Okay, you had to clarify that though. Okay, but we're going to speak to that, but go ahead.
And Married to Medicine has Angel from Basketball Wives on their show. Atlanta has run out of people.
Okay, Angel from Basketball
She was a nurse. Really pretty girl.
Who was she? Who was the basketball wife she was married to?
Are any of them ever married to a basketball
we're dealing with?
Are you married?
Know. I just know that she was on Basketball Wives.
We still have never seen the actual marriage certificate. And look, you know I had some deep Washington, D.C. sources. And the streets have been talking about Juan Dixon for a very long time. And I spilled this tea, I think, when I was in D.C., also in Atlanta, in regards to a possibility of regular Robyn coming back this current season. It ended up not happening. But there were talks for a friend of contract. Let's move on.
Like number of seasons ago.
Okay.
And it might have been like the LA version.
Is Married to Medicine allegedly filming now? Are they filming now?
I guess so. I saw
Married to Medicine's filming has wrapped. They might be doing confessional still. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see a trailer happen very soon.
I saw a picture of her filming a confessional for Married to Medicine.
Oh, wow. Okay. So are we rinsing and recycling?
That's what it looks like. So I'm like,
honestly, they need to rinse and recycle some new cast members when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, Giselle's been there since the beginning, and I know some people wear that with a badge of honor, but that has turned into Giselle trying to orchestrate and pre-produce her own storyline, but other people's drama and storylines and marriages. She needs to be put on pause. And this is coming from someone understands that Giselle has added a lot over the years, but at this particular point, what is Giselle going to be talking about next season? Writing a letter to Karen?
All the people in Atlanta now, they're like, I really thought the the network or the shows tried to like avoid crossovers from different networks.
True.
But I am like, Atlanta is running out of people. Well, because you're using people from other networks now.
But that's when but 85, it stays on traffic. So they're not running out of people.
Right.
They got plenty of people in Atlanta.
Right. With 6 lanes, but 12 lanes across.
Yes. I do want to say, and the traffic is traffic morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
Like it don't.
You know what the problem is? I think everyone assumes that production is the one doing the casting decisions, but I always remind you guys, casting decisions are not made by production. Casting decisions are made by a casting agency that is directed by the network. The network, which is controlled by white men in suits that are pretty much out of touch of what you would like to see, are the ones making these decisions.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about K. Michelle really quickly.
Okay.
And this is allegedly, we do not know because it has not been said officially that she's on the show.
She is.
I'm not mad at it. I feel like at first
Me
I was
either.
like, what? K. Michelle, that's weird. But out of the Love and Hip Hop, because you know I'm a Love and Hip Hop girl.
Right.
So out of the Love and Hip Hop world, there are very few people that I feel like have left that behind them and have gone on to do so many other things that it really wasn't a factor.
But she was already somebody before Love and Hip Hop. She was already who she was.
Yeah, K. Michelle was already signed to a major label when she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Before Love and Hip Hop.
Is that a question?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think those people can come and go.
Okay.
And then you have people, Cardi B is one who was pretty much created on Love and Hip Hop.
Yes,
and
totally.
Sidebar. I mean, for some people, they consider Cardi B created on Love and Hip Hop, but for those that know Cardi B's history, she was popping on social media before she got on Love and Hip Hop. Hence why that was like one of the first times you saw them starting to use influencers that had a following on social media in the television space.
Now she's somebody else, but I think K. Michelle already had her career.
That's what I'm saying. So her being a housewife, she's married now. Her being a housewife, I'm not mad at it.
So you're saying Love and Hip Hop doesn't define her?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
So I'm actually here for it.
Okay.
For K. Michelle.
Okay.
If that is happening allegedly. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it just like when I saw that, and then it was K. Michelle. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then it was when I saw this other girl, Angel, was filming Married to Medicine. I'm like, okay, what is going on? They
done ran out of people.
Okay.
So K. Michelle did not take kindly to what they had to say. But I'll say this. The Two Broke Girls podcasts have never been my favorites. However, I don't see anything wrong with what they said. Because a lot of you have been saying this for a while now, that why does it feel like they have to recycle and repeat kind of thing. But K. Michelle gave me a new title for regular Robyn. And I thought this was hilarious. And look, we have to keep in mind, K. Michelle is a Pisces, so she is sensitive. Buckle up, K. Michelle, because I might not like everything that you say and do on this show. So buckle up, don't be sensitive. K. Michelle says, why be so worried about me and my overly educated and successful self and what I might be doing? Robyn, you ran out of a job a long time ago. You would love to be recycled, you little couch potato. Just yapping. You should have ran through the hotel lobby where your husband was, lady. Giselle, you look beautiful. Leave me alone and let me yodel in peace. She wasn't done. She then says, I'm around here selling out shows and you selling baseball hats, but you worried about me and what I might be doing. The nerve of this couch potato. K. Michelle's response was funny to me, but I don't think it warranted a response because I don't think they said anything that a lot of the fans haven't been saying when it comes to the new additions to Real Housewives of Atlanta, what's been going on in Atlanta. So, but I still love the fact that she called her a couch potato. Anyway, I want to talk about a clip that came out, and we're going to use this under fair use. I'll have to stop and go. But the new season of The Real Housewives of Potomac is upon us. It was literally like a little bit under a month before the season premiere. So we're getting more clips from the season. And we have this conversation between Ashley Darby and Stacey. You know my history with Stacey. If you don't, Google schmoogle it. She was at our last live show. Well, the live show we had back in the winter in Washington, D.C. Lovely woman. After that, I ended up finding out some tea about the reunion where TJ accused her of paying him and that they were never real, which basically imploded her whole entire storyline, the reunion, blah, blah, blah. Okay? She probably didn't like the fact that she probably thought coming to my show, it was going to make me not do my job or report what was the truth. Well, of course, that's coming up during the season, and this is what Ashley had to say to Stacey in their conversation.
Someone proceeds to show me legal documents that say that TJ is actually trying to sue Stacey.
So TJ's trying to sue Stacey for money that he's owed? He's been very quiet since he came on social media and said that he was going to drop some receipts.
I don't know what to say to that.
Stacey, okay, this is what I'm saying. You're still gonna maintain to me that you're telling me the truth. Like, you're being truthful to me.
I am telling you that everything that I have told.
I think I can tell when Stacey's lying. The way she looks up in the air kind of gives very much like Phaedra Parks.
You has been the truth. But I can't talk about someone who brought you, like, it just starts to get ridiculous. Do you want to know the truth, Ashley?
I do.
I have forgiven TJ. He has gone on with his life, and I am in a completely new space.
Anybody who is going to hold on to a lie to this degree, when everything is put in front of you, and there's more validation and proof that you're lying?
She should talk. Ashley should talk. The way that Ashley dragged out her divorce and all made all the different excuses for Gullum over the years. I know we have short memories, but rewind the tape. All of the excuses she made for Gullum's behavior when he was pinching butts and things like that over the years. Girl.
Scary bitch.
I am not going to rehash and go back and forth about an imaginary friend and imaginary
There's nothing
documents.
imaginary about her. She's very much in the flesh.
So I
She's
would
a very
love-
accomplished actress, actually. Her name is okay? You happy? Her name
So she's spilling the tea. I'm guessing an accomplished actress is bringing back tea on Stacey and TJ's relationship.
Ashley.
Yeah.
I can't control anything that anybody says.
But this is why
And that
everybody
is
thinks you're fake.
Let me tell you this.
This is why Kay is calling you fake. This is why the girls think this.
I don't care
I'm
if
trying
you
to
think
understand.
that I'm fake.
Okay, so you're just gonna lay and wait until it potentially comes
I am
out,
not
right?
going to lay and wait. I have been living a beautiful life, and I
Okay.
have moved on.
Still she rises.
But still I rise, and I'll be all right.
This is new information now. So in the event
I
that he
think that
does
it's
come
new
forward,
information for you, boo. It's not new
No,
for
girl.
me. It doesn't matter what anyone says about me.
Stacey.
And if you want to keep talking about this,
I just want you to be honest. Are
Okay,
you okay? Are
but
you
what I want
are
you
you
to
actually
understand-
divorced?
I am absolutely divorced. And
Why?
You remember from the trailer, it looked like she was reuniting with her ex-husband.
Isn't it anywhere in any of the databases
because
for the
it's
state
not
of
for
Virginia?
anybody's business
It's
to know
public.
where
That's,
it is.
That's how it happens, girl.
Still can't find regular Robyn and Juan's marriage license.
But I don't
Do you want to
that.
see if I'm divorced? Because
No,
it's
no.
there,
I-
clear as day.
listen, I don't-
It's in the Virginia
I-
database system. If you search me, you will see it's very public.
Sidebar, we had how long before we finalized this divorce, Ashley?
That I'm divorced. I couldn't find Stacey to save my soul.
No results found.
Girl, you are a busy mom
was
of
so-
two out here
I was so
singing and
emotional.
performing, and you're on the internet looking for me?
Why does she have time to Google about me? She needs to be Googling a voice coach.
The new season
Boom.
of The Real Housewives of Potomac premieres October 5th on Bravo and Peak.
October 5th, the new season of The Real Housewives of Potomac will premiere. I'm sorry, Stacey won me over with how she said that and clocked that and ate down when it comes to Ashley. Like, you busy Googling and schmoogling me when you should be Googling and schmoogling a voice coach. Come on. Hands down. Look, no matter how I feel about Stacey and whether or not she's lying, I might be Team Stacey. Well, apparently, I might be the only one because it looks like Stacey, according to sources, has a very rough season. Has a very rough season where a lot of people do not mess with her. That's unfortunate. But we shall see how the rest of the season plays out. It feels like more and more housewives are becoming more and more liars. I don't know. Guys, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on all of the tea that we just spilled for you when it comes to the Real Housewives and what's going on. Again, if you've forgotten, live show this Friday in New York City. If you're here in the New York City tri-state area, get your tickets. Ticket information will be available in the description. There's meet and greets available. Those are a special add-on for non-premium and ringside members. So get your tickets today for that. And don't forget, we have a live stream option. So no matter where you are in the world, you can be a part of Friday's show, but you have to buy your ticket before the show. Ticket information will be available in the description. I will see you guys tonight. I will be live on IG at 9 p.m. Eastern with the Brooke Ashley and more guests. So stay tuned for that as well. Make sure you follow me, IG at TheKempire. As always, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now.